There's a story that you and Richard Sherman had a bet of who could do the most RKO's during a match or during a football game. What was that story? I just want to know the whole thing.
So it wasn't really a bet, but it was like, so me and Sherm were obviously on the Seahawks together. And obviously I was a huge wrestling fan. And he's not the biggest wrestling fan, but he like knows wrestling. He like knows who Randy Orton is, obviously.
Yeah.
So like I was just doing this thing where I would like act like I was gonna RKO people, but I would just do the catch. I wouldn't
Yeah.
like go all the way down because I'm not a psychopath, right? But I would you would just try to like how you would try to dunk on somebody at a doorway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just a game like that, where it was like, so like I was trying to catch people, and there were certain people I knew not to bother with these kind of shenanigans, like Marshawn Lynch, and then there were people like Sherm that I knew would have fun with it. So I would do, you know what I'm saying? I would do it with Sherm, and then Sherm got like really into it and was doing it to a lot of people, and ended up doing it in the Pro Bowl actually. So like, obviously I never went to a Pro Bowl, but it was like cool because Sherm is like a cool dude to be around. Like he has this persona on TV, and yes, he is kind of like that in person, but like he's genuinely a fun guy to be around. So, and I'll give you another Richard Sherman story. True story. I'm in Vegas for my boy's bachelor party, and I'm, I'm still in the NFL. We having a good time. So we get the table. And I'm like, the table comes with like 5 bottles, right? So I'm like, we got the girls, you know what I'm saying? It's Vegas, we having a time, you know what I'm saying? Bottles come out, 2 bottles come out with the sprinklers. We like, oh, the sparklers. We like, we lit. Everybody posted that shit. 2 more bottles come out probably like an hour later. And while the bottles are coming out, Sherm is just walking in. And we're not teammates anymore because I want to say this was like 2016, 2017. But we're not teammates anymore, but obviously we know each other still. So he walks in and his table just happens to be next to mine, like just by chance. So I see him, I was like, I go see him, I say, what's up? We dap up, we talking, blah, blah, blah. He saw my bottles coming in. He was like, yo, I'm about to get some bottles. You want to drink some? Feel free. And me, I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, I got my own bottles. I don't need your motherfucking bottles, dog. Like, so then like, boom, maybe 15 minutes later, his bottles come out. And I'm getting like Patron, Henny, Goose. Like
Deer Park.
These are not Deer Park. Well, it was not Deer Park, it was Fiji.
Oh, okay.
These are quality beverages.
Yeah.
Okay. This man come out with the big jumbo Ace of Spade joint that's like 80 grand, and it's being carried by a girl on a dude's shoulders, and another girl got a big sign that says "Welcome Richard Sherman," and then like she's on another dude's shoulders, and there's like 10 girls behind them with sparklers and other bottles, and it's like, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm like looking at all this. And mind you, I found out later he had like a credit, I think, with the hotel or something. Yeah. So he wasn't actually paying for these bottles. It was just part of his like deal of staying there or whatever. So like, but that don't matter. Like these bottles still cost a lot of money, right? So I got 1 bottle left, and I just see all that shit. And I pull my waitress over and say, "Hey, when you bring that bottle out, don't put no sparklers on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no attention. Just bring the bottle out." You know? Because you can't have a line of women with sparklers and bottles and the biggest Ace of Spade bottle ever, and a whole train of people carrying bottles and shit, and then come out with 1 bottle with a sparkler. Like, you can't, we can't do that. I would just bring that bottle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drink it still, but you don't bring the sparkler with it, please. I don't need that.
Dollar, I'm a Pioneer City baby. Nana tried to save me, but I go where they pay me. Yeah, the flow is wavy, deeper than the Navy, and the bass kicking like a D-boy in the 80s. Yeah, my whole family spent time on that grimy